Mr. Lu, 57, is a typical Phoenix man, perceived as loyal due to his frugality. However, he betrayed his marriage by using his wife's money to support a mistress, a deeply infuriating act. Mr. Lu never spent money on his wife, all income went either to support the family or other women. Despite his wife's disappointment, he didn't divorce for the sake of their child and past love. However, Mr. Lu became increasingly outrageous, often morally coercing his wife into shouldering all family expenses, ignoring their children's needs. Even though his wife advised him against such behavior, he turned a deaf ear, repeatedly disappointing his wife. Mr. Lu believed her to be foolish, thinking he was taken for granted. It was a heart-wrenching revelation for his wife in her later years to discover Mr. Lu's betrayal. The loyalty of the Phoenix man turned out to be a facade, and true loyalty should manifest as responsibility and commitment to marriage and family, not mere frugality-driven loyalty. Later, I made a choice and betrayed my wife, being with my female boss. Initially, I didn't want to betray my marriage, deeming it impractical. Not only did it entail sacrificing my body, but it also required financial investment. However, my female boss admired me, found me handsome, and even offered to support me as her lover. Hearing this, I was tempted, thinking I could be with her and earn money simultaneously, feeling ecstatic. To avoid my wife's discovery, I was adept at concealing the relationship. A year later, I earned a considerable amount from my female boss, who gave me 20,000 yuan monthly. Later on, I even used the money she gave me to engage with a relatively younger woman outside as a lover. This way, I not only had 3 women simultaneously but also saved money. Although my female boss was beautiful, she was older, and over time, I grew tired of her. So, I sought a younger woman to satisfy my sense of superiority. In the blink of an eye, 8 years had passed since my marriage. At the time, I believed my wife hadn't discovered my extramarital affairs since I thought I hid it well. However, after breaking up with those 2 lovers, I learned that my wife had long known about my affairs. She kept silent, waiting for retribution. When I sought reconciliation after falling seriously ill, both lovers feared for my health and proposed breaking up. I also wanted to return to my family because I realized my wife had sacrificed a lot over the years, making her the most important person to me. However, I didn't expect that just a week after breaking up, I fell seriously ill. At that moment, my wife requested a divorce and asked me to leave. Perplexed, I asked her why. She said, "I've been waiting for years, finally for the moment you get your retribution, and I can finally divorce you. I'm doing this to make your life miserable. Don't blame me for being heartless, this is all you're doing." Forced into a divorce due to marital betrayal, I declared a mess wherever I went. Facing condemnation, I had no one to accompany me when seeking medical care or taking care of myself when sick. I had to fend for myself. I once betrayed my marriage, having 2 lovers, but now I regret it deeply. When I sought help from my wife and children, they all refused because I hadn't fulfilled my responsibilities to them. Now, I can only afford a poorly managed nursing home for 1,000 yuan, and although the treatment is lousy, I am helpless. This is how I spend my old age until someone comes to collect my body. I truly regret it. If only I had cherished my marriage, treated my wife well, maybe she would have cared for me unconditionally. But now, I can only bear the fruits of my own actions. I want to tell every man, if you can't fulfill the responsibilities of being a good husband, if you're always petty and don't treat your wife seriously, you'll not only lose your marriage but also suffer the punishment you deserve. So, cherish your marriage, don't let your life be filled with regret and pain like mine.